The Gospel according to John, chapter 20, passage 3. Meeting with the disciples in the upper room. On the evening of that first day of the week, when the disciples were together, with the doors locked for fear of the Jews, Jesus came and stood among them and said, "Peace be with you." After he said this, he showed them his hands and side. The disciples were overjoyed when they saw the Lord. Again, Jesus said, "Peace be with you. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you." And with that, he breathed on them and said, "Receive the Holy Spirit. If you forgive anyone's sins, their sins are forgiven. If you do not forgive them, they are not forgiven." Reading these words, let us reflect more deeply. The first meeting of the risen Jesus with his disciples in the upper room is a pivotal moment. The disciples are enclosed, full of fear and uncertainty. They do not yet fully understand what has happened. Their world has collapsed, and the future seems uncertain. It is then that Jesus comes to them, despite the locked doors. His first words are, "Peace be with you." There are no reproaches, no complaints, although they all abandoned him. There is peace, which comes not from this world, but from God. It is a peace that transforms the heart, heals fear, and gives new hope. Jesus shows them his wounds. This is not just proof that it is really him. These wounds are a sign of love, a reminder that his sacrifice was real, that it was through suffering that he brought salvation to the world. Seeing his wounds, the disciples experience joy. This joy is not the result of solving all problems, but of encountering Jesus, who lives. Jesus does not keep the disciples in the upper room. He sends them, just as he was sent by the Father. The mission entrusted to them is to proclaim forgiveness and mercy. Receive the Holy Spirit. This breathing of Jesus evokes the moment of creation when God breathed life into man. Now Jesus gives the disciples new life. Life in the Holy Spirit, life full of power and courage. This meeting is also an invitation for us. Jesus comes into our confinement, into our fears and doubts. He brings peace that does not depend on circumstances, but on his presence. Do we allow him to enter our hearts, even if the doors are closed? Are we ready to receive his peace and carry it to others? Jesus not only forgives us but gives us a mission. As the Father has sent me, I am sending you. It is a call for us not to keep this joy just for ourselves, but to share it with the world. May what you've heard bring you peace. Your friend greets you with gratitude.